Hello everyone, this is Don again with another update on my W.A.R. Corsair project. It's been a pretty productive week. This week I managed to work on the undercarriage foam on the wings. As you can see now, I've got the landing gear areas all foamed in and pretty much rough sanded in. Maybe a little final sanding to go. These little guys here are becoming a real pain in the butt, but the underside of these things are all going to need to be epoxied coated before they're permanently fixed. And sometime in the future, if there's ever a problem with the radiators developing leaks, this will have to be cut open so you can remove the radiator, repair, replace. But like you see, it's coming right along. The outboard wing panels have been cut and fitted, and they're pretty close to being ready to be final glued in. But before I do that, I've got a clearance for the flap hinges, and I ended up switching the pitot tube from the right wing tip to the left wing tip because on a real one it's on the left wing tip, but the plans for this airplane were showing it on the right, so I didn't like it, so I pulled her off. But anyway, I've got some I think it's vinyl tubing, and I've got another tube here which I'll be able to snake wires through for the nav lights strobes, and they're all running in through there. So the next thing is I got to put the push rod back in here, run it out the back, and then I have to clearance the cover in the back for the rod to come out. So that has to be installed and finished before this cover can be put down. So and then inside here you should be able to see the tubes coming out there. Two of them's the pitot and the third one's the wiring. So I'll be able to, I don't have any wiring on hand right now, but I'll be able to install it afterwards. So, and then there'll be some quick disconnect fittings in there to tie the pitot tubes together, and then the wiring harnesses will have some plugs on it. But as you notice, the landing gear covers, you can see there's a hump right here, and that's pretty much what they all have to do. Even with the thicker airfoil I chose on this, you can see that hump sticking up right there. Even with the thicker airfoil I put on this airplane, it still wasn't enough to completely cover it. But as you know, when the thing's on the ground, those are the gear doors. When they're open, they'll be pointing, you know, vertically down at the ground, so you'll never see that little bulge. And the only time that bulge will be visible is if you pass overhead and you're able to look up at it. So not a big concern. But it's typical of the Corsair, W.A.R. Corsair. They're all that way. Okay, this wing's all ready to go as well. The only thing is I need to get some more tubing to run the tube out here for the lights. And this is the clearancing I mentioned, but I need to clearance for that one. This one's okay. These can be put in after it's glassed and everything, because I'll be able to get to the bolts on the backside and nuts. This one's okay. That one there I'll have to put in after it's glassed and cut open. So I forgot to put it on. So then I also sanded, focus, thank you. Sanded out the tail. Some light low spots here and there, but for the most part came out pretty good. And then that little problem I had with the thing falling down, I just decided not to cut it out. I just took some Gorilla Glue and put it in there and let it foam up, sand it down. The rest of that will fill in just fine with the micro slurry mix. So that's where I'm at. Just wanted to post this update. Today's beautiful out. It's supposed to be in the 80s. It's pretty warm already in here, so I got my fan running. So as soon as I get the push rods positioned, hinges notched out, I'll be able to epoxy these things in place, sand them out, finish the tips, sand it out, and we'll be ready for some fiberglass resin and get these things finished. So that's where I'm at. I got a picture here from Oshkosh of a Corsair. Now this is pretty much the exact color scheme I'll be going with. You got the dark non-specular sea blue on the top, a light intermediate blue, and the underside white, which I already have all of it. But it's basically Marine Corps colors. Okay, well, that's it for today, folks. This is Labor Day, and I'm going to try and get this put on tonight, the latest. So, hope everybody enjoys the updates. I'll keep them coming as long as I can keep working. Alright, well, this is Dino Don out. Thanks for watching.